Okay, I'm in love with the song right now because it's killing me. It's so funny. It's just like Africans make laughing through life's hardship. Literally, they're singing to poverty, like poverty. Can you please leave me alone just for a few hours? Please don't call me. Please don't email me. Please don't remind me how poor I am. Let me pretend I'm rich, dude. Can I just pretend I'm rich and then you can visit me tomorrow again? And I'm just laughing because they are actually making it sound romantic, talking to poverty. Okay. Anyway, hi guys, and I'm back. Thank you so much for buying my books. Oh my god, I'm so pleased about those who bought The Trap Queen because I just released it. It's one of my favorites. And all my stories are true. I just don't know who the fuck those people are. Because I get the transcendent telling me stories about the hip hop world. Then I get my ancestors telling me stories about the hip hop world, and I just write them down. And I must say, Cardi B sharing how tough it was to get to where she got, right? I say thank you very much for validating me, sister girl, because my heroines have to do some shit. Life is hard for women in the hip hop world, and getting up there is even harder when you are female. But this is what the transcendent have shown me in my works, and this is what my ancestors have also shown me. I have no clue about hip hop because it's not even my culture, really. I stand on the outside. Anyway, but I still get their juicy stories. Thank God for me. Anyway, I am going to be doing Soulja Boy today, just a general reading of Soulja Boy. And my ancestors had decided to do it before he filed a lawsuit against DJ Academies, who I used to watch in one of those talk thingies, Complex magazine. I watch him sometimes in Complex magazine. I kind of like a lot of what he says. So anyway, I'm not sure that this lawsuit is going to happen, though. I feel like it was a threat. But anyway, I wanted to do Soulja Boy even before that because he is an interesting character and I was fascinated. He's too skinny for my ass. But I was fascinated. So for entertainment purposes only, because this is the metaphysical, it has no evidence or proof on this earth as yet. So, entertainment purposes only. Oh, what did I do? I didn't even shake Soulja Boy. I'm that eager. Soulja Boy, come on in. Bring your skinny little ass into the plate. I still don't do skinny mode. Oh my god. Bring your skinny. But I did try to do them once. I did try when I was younger. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy. Right here is a very strong man, skinny as he is. He is extremely tough. Do not take him on unless you've got 10 bulldozers and a whole army of your own. I ain't joking. He laughs and he looks some type of way, but he a fighter. Okay. He a fighter. Okay, do not underestimate this man. When I say he a fighter, I just don't mean physically. I also mean intellectually. I also mean in every way. He is strong. Sometimes he gets derailed by his emotions because he's highly emotional. He's like a volcano. When he goes off, he cannot control himself, and he gets derailed from what he wants to do in life because of his emotions. But people don't get it twisted. He gets it together real quickly, and he gets back on his horse and he rides into the war zone. And he's extremely intelligent. He doesn't do anything stupidly, right? And there's absolutely nothing gangster about him, like gangster on the streets, but he is gangster. He's gangster in business, in boardrooms. He's gangster in his world of hip hop. There's no doubt about it. He is gangster. He may not be gangster on the streets, but he is the shit. Okay. He literally has a lot of people's lives in his hands, but he looks like he doesn't. You know what I mean? And also a lot of people have slept on his couch for advice. They have come to him for advice. When they find themselves trapped and they don't know how to get out of a situation, they run to him. A lot of people want to be his friend because he will release you from bondage. He's that guy. He is that guy. He in hip hop is Harriet Tubman. Yes, I ain't playing. And I'm surprised. I'm shocked. He will release you. He will release you from a contract. He will release you from anything. But, you have to be friends. As he has grown, he has shut himself away from a lot of people because a lot of people are not grateful. And he's saying, is the ingratitude, I can't take it anymore. So he has shut himself off, and he's now difficult to find and difficult to talk to. And the streets are feeling the loss because he was the lawyer, the cop, the whatever. He will find a way to get you out of a very, very sticky situation. Women love this guy for that reason. Women love this guy for that reason. And women want to be with him for that reason because they find themselves in tough situations. He helps pull them out. He's also a mediator. He mediates between people. That's so funny. I just got this right now when I threw this. He's also a mediator. He mediates between people, right? He totally does. Summer Bunny and Offset come to mind. He mediated because Summer Bunny has gravitated back to her man as we expected she would, but he had some pull in that. Okay? He had some pull in bringing them back together. Okay? So anyway, here we go. He never had an affair with Summer Bunny. They were good friends. But they were good friends, and he was good friends with Offset too. He never had an affair with Summer Bunny. He also didn't have an affair with Black China. So this is Soulja Boy. World welcome Soulja Boy, who is a real soldier. In reality, I am shocked. Okay. I am shocked, actually. I didn't think much of him until I put my hand on his shells. Okay. He is alone. He literally is alone. I'm very surprised. He doesn't have a loved one. He doesn't. He doesn't. He plays at having a loved one to make money, but he's alone. He's on his own. But he's okay with it. Right now in his life, he's so effing okay with it. It's not even funny. This is his child's mother, because this is his child and this is him. He still has a lot of love for this woman, but they haven't been together for a while. I don't know who she is, but they haven't been together for a while. She used to love the heck out of him too, and she wanted this to work. But he was too volatile for her. When I put my thing here and I ask, was Soulja Boy abusive to her? I get a no. Physically. But verbally, he was loud and he could lose it and she couldn't take it. Right? And she left because she couldn't take it. But he's still very attached to her. He loves her so much. He wants it to come back. And as we are talking, he's talking to his baby mama right now, begging her to come back to him. We won't see it because it's not going to be shown, but he is literally begging her to come back. Whoever she is, okay, he is very much in love with her and he doesn't want any other woman. And he is like, I'd rather be alone, which he is, until she comes back. And he is so sure she is coming back. Is she coming back? A definite no. She done with him. She is done. She's done. She's not coming back. A definite no. There's no love anymore. Her heart is closed to him. She doesn't love him. She doesn't care. She wants him out of her life, but he is sticking like glue. Okay, so this is a girl Soulja Boy kicked out of his house. That's so interesting. That's so random. That just came out of nowhere. Well, she's trying to sue him or something. She's trying to get monetary compensation and she's threatening to talk. And you would think that he would panic, right? Because she's threatening to talk and she's threatening to expose his secrets. But guess what, people? He doesn't give a fuck. He feels like he has it under control. He feels like he has more information about her that would hurt her more than she could hurt him. And he's not paying up. He doesn't give a fuck. Is not paying up. Over there, quite far away, we have this very interesting this is his money and his career in general. He's making a lot of money right now. More money than we imagined. Soulja Boy is at the top of his game. But guess what? He is exhausted. He is physically exhausted. He torturing himself out of. He is a workaholic who just can't stop working, but he is tired. For his own health, really, he needs to stop for a while. He needs to slow down, but he thinks, nah. I stopped for a long time before. I ain't gonna do it. This is my last chance, my last push. He's not looking for $100 million. He's just looking for enough money so that in his old age, he will still be rich. And he will, because he's very good with his money. This man is a master of many things. With his money, he is damn good. You can't fool this man. You can't. And he is a trailblazer. He goes where black people refuse to go because they don't understand the market. He goes there. And he's my type of guy. Actually, I like this guy because I don't like wasting money on expensive clothes. And he just said, I don't waste money on expensive clothes. I do knockoffs. And I'm laughing because that's me too. I just don't like it. My publisher bought me for my wardrobe when I was going on tour in Asia a bag, a Dolce & Gabbana bag, a purse for 3,200 pounds. And I was like, you couldn't just give me that cash. I could have gone to an outlet, any outlet, and just got back. For like $45, I would have been good. So I was very pissed. Okay. I was like, wasted so much money. I was pissed. That's just my nature, right? So he is sort of like that. He's reminding me of myself, and I am laughing. I was so pissed at my publishers. I'm like, really, I needed that money. You couldn't have given it to me. But anyway, apparently Asia requires a certain standard of clothing or whatever. Anyway, that's what he is like. He won't spend money, and bingo. This is why his baby mama won't come back to him. He doesn't spend money. He doesn't give money. If you're dating Soulja Boy, you are not going to get the expensive bags. You are not going to get the expensive clothes or whatever it is that women live for, that some women live for. He's not going to give it to you. He's not going to pay lots of big bucks. So she had to buy her own shit, right? Because he just didn't see the need for it, right? And he is all about, why don't you just get the knockoff, or why can't I just make it? Do you know what I mean? And his relationships tend to crumble because the women in his circle that he dates are very materialistic. But those are the ones he comes across. They are very... But here's the amazing thing about this man. If you date him and you bring to him a very good business idea, a unique business idea, like you say, I want to build a capsule, I'm just saying, he will fund that. So he won't get you a Chanel bag, but he will fund your idea if it impresses him. He will fund it. Okay? He just doesn't want to waste money on things that he thinks are not worth it. He will fund it. So his generosity goes in a different, direction. Did he date Black China? I'm asking him, was it real? He says yes. For me a second it was real, but then she betrayed me. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I don't mind saying it. I'm surprised. He's talking and I'm laughing. Okay, he says, she betrayed me. For me, it was real. For her, it wasn't. You know what? I'm going to shake them. Because we're in that business. Let's hear what they have to say. Okay, Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy. And it sits like a king. Black China. And she comes and she sits between his legs. So there was sex between them. So now we know. Now we know. So they had sex. Okay. Because she came and she sat between his open legs. They had sex. Okay. So this is Black China. I'm not surprised. Black China is to the right. I'm not surprised because her career is going down. She is losing money faster than you can say boo. And this is Soulja Boy to the left. I'm not surprised. He's a go-getter. He is that guy, right? And Black China was in it for the money, of course. Black China was in it for the money. Soulja Boy was the most talked about guy. And she needed a high profile guy to be seen with. And she went after him. But he was very willing, okay? He was extremely willing. He'd been watching that ass for a while, right? He was very willing, so they talked and they hooked up and they did some shit. At the time he was dating someone, right? And I should have turned off my phone. Damn. Okay. At the time he was dating someone. Okay, let me turn it off. Okay, so at the time he was dating someone, like I said, and I've been knocked out of my psychic abilities. So I'm gonna stop now and then regroup and come back again. Okay, so now I'm back, and now my ancestors, I knocked myself out of my ancestors' realm, and I had to get myself back. Alrighty. At the time that Black China hit on Soulja Boy. He was dating someone, but that someone wasn't feeling him. She wasn't feeling him at all, right? So he felt that this was good. In fact, all three people knew each other, and off they went to do their thing. And not all three of them, but of Black China and Soulja Boy went to do their thing, and then Soulja Boy discovered that Black China was using him, so he played it to his advantage. Okay. I already said that Summer Bunny was in his life because of Offset. He and Offset are friends. And he made Summer Bunny through Offset. So he was basically standing in until Offset had sorted himself out. And he kind of is still standing in until Offset sorts himself out. Because I already said in a reading a long time ago that Summer Bunny is not going anywhere. She's going to look like she's going somewhere, but she's not going anywhere. She's sticking to Offset no matter what. Okay, so this man has no female. That's kind of depressing for him. Has no female. And on that note, like he's alone, and he's very lonely, and it's going to be a very long time before he actually is in a real relationship with someone who really cares about him. He has spent a lot of time pretending he's in relationships for money. Like his baby mama comes to mind. They were doing it for money, and she's the one who actually asked him to appear as if they were together or working on something so that she could get paid, right? And he did it for her, but it sort of backfired. It was ugly and it brought horrible talk. But he's alone. Okay, so let's ask the question, will Soulja Boy ever find a woman who loves him? Because I feel like a lot of women use him and walk away. Will Soulja Boy ever find a woman who loves him? Will Soulja Boy ever find a woman who loves him? 3, 1, 2, 3. No. That's a total no. Okay, we'll ask another question. Will he get married? Because of course, if he gets married, it's not so bad, right? Will Soulja Boy get married? Will Soulja Boy get married? Oh my God, there is some violence to Soulja Boy, because I've just been told to lift it and throw. Okay, will he get married? I'm gonna close my eyes for this one. I got it. Yes. Okay, a nice triangle, but once again, the triangle is looking that way. Okay, so this is not a happy marriage. It's not a happy marriage at all. It ain't gonna wash, but he will get married. And there will be a child in this relationship, in this marriage. One child. Yeah, but there is no love from him to her. There is love from her to him, and love from the child to him. But of course, he loves his child regardless. But like, he is going to enter like a marriage of, you know what, I just don't want to be alone anymore. This man is unlucky in love. And that's so surprising to me. I'm so surprised. He is lucky in business, very, very unlucky in love. He has never been loved with the purity that every human being and every human soul should take for granted. He's never been given that love. Never. The women who have come into his life, no matter who they are, have had ulterior motives and have used him. Right? So much so that he's closed his heart. He's closed who he is. He's just closed himself off from females in general. But he is going to marry because he feels so goddamn lonely, and there is going to be a girl child here. He's going to marry, but not out of love, out of convenience. I'm so surprised. It's like, you think these glamorous people really have these glamorous lives and they are really living it up in your head. And you really think, they have it made. But a Soulja Boy does not have it made. Even to get that woman is going to be a little rough. It's going to be hard on him. It's not going to be easy. So basically, now that have you ever heard about the tears of a clown when there's no one around? I'm sure you have. Everybody has heard that song. This is Soulja Boy. He makes you laugh and he talks and people adore him. But he goes home to silence and depression. He really wishes he had a woman of his own, somebody who really loves him. And on that sad note, we are done with Soulja Boy. And thank you for letting us read you. Oh, I'd almost forgotten. His lawsuit against DJ Academics is real. Is your lawsuit against DJ Academics real? Is your lawsuit against DJ Academics real? Is your lawsuit against DJ Academics real? Okay, let's see. It's just a threat. It's just a threat, and they're going to handle it between men. Unlike the other Cardi B lawsuits, it's just a threat. But if DJ Academics doesn't provide what he's supposed to provide to Soulja Boy, this thing will go all the way and Soulja Boy will win. But it is almost behind them. They are talking. They're discussing it. It's almost behind them. So I think they will work it out. That's what I'm getting. They'll work it out. They're talking. DJ Academics has apologized or is going to apologize. I don't know. They're going to work it out as men. Yeah. It's just a threat. Alrighty. And I can go now. Thank you so much for watching and love you lots. And I forgot to welcome the new arrivals. You have arrived to your port, people. You have arrived to your port and we're so glad. We're so damn glad you're here. Okay. Bye.